Well, you know, I heard that's where you struggled, so I passed the word along for our golf tip with Matt BAKOWICZ.
Hey Andrew, I heard you had a little trouble down at OAKMONT hitting out of some of those pesky fairway bunkers. So I figured today we'd talk through a few tips on how to get your ball from this bunker out onto the green. The first thing and most important thing we want to talk about when we hit out of fairway bunkers is not to get greedy. And what I mean by that is make sure that you're using a club that can get you over the lip and onto the fairway or onto the green. I'm sitting right now at about 140 yards. It's a good 7-iron distance for me. It's going to get me from the bunker onto the green. The second thing we want to talk about is how far we want to dig our feet into the sand. Most of the time when we're talking about bunkers on the side of the greens, we want to dig our feet down deep. But for these types of shots, we just want to place our feet very lightly on top of the sand with a very light grip. We don't want to dig our feet down too far. The next thing we want to talk about is how we swing and how we approach the golf ball. Most of the time when you're hitting golf shots, you want to come down very steep towards the ball. When it comes to hitting out of a fairway bunker, we actually want to come in a little bit more shallow. We want to use our hands, we want to cast the club forward towards the golf ball. This will keep our golf club from compressing the ball into the ground. It'll actually allow us to pick it clean out of the sand without a lot of damage and a lot of issues when the ball's flying out. The final thing we'll do is we'll put the ball in front of our stance. We'll stand over it and address it, choke down slightly on our grip, and we'll try to pick this clean with that casting motion. Finally, for any additional golf tips, listen to me every Friday at 9:70 a.m. on the Keystone Sports Beat. And if you have any additional golf questions, see your local PGA professional.
All right, so far we've covered putting, we've covered bunkers. At this rate, I think I'm going to be ready to play in the US Open.
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't think anybody watching this program's ready to play in the US Open. Baby steps, which for you should be no problem.
Are you calling me short?
Absolutely, I'm calling you short. Look at this.
All right, well, until then, that wraps up this episode of The Center of It All. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.